Hello, my name's Richard. I'm doing another assembly for you online. Unfortunately, can't be there in person, so hopefully this is a day closer to that point when I can do assemblies in person. Now, today I'm going to be doing an assembly, and normally I would be getting a volunteer up from the assembly, one of the fantastic young people, but that's not possible. But I have got a random passerby today. This is Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Sam is our youth worker here at the church, responsible for loads of youth activities, our youth clubs, the stuff online and all sorts of bits. Sam, can you tell us something exciting about yourself?
Something exciting. I can play the guitar.
Okay, what about something exciting?
I'm left-handed.
Okay, we'll stop there. I'm going to challenge Sam to do something that's really, really hard. I'm going to ask him to talk for 1 minute, potentially non-stop, without any errors, about a subject. Sam, you don't know what the subjects are.
I have no idea.
They're quite random. I've got them down from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just pick a number.
I pick number 3.
Okay, 3. 1 minute on the subject of football, Sam.
Oh.
Go.
Football. So you play in teams. There are, I don't know how many of you are in each team. There are 2 goalies. You have to kick the ball around the field to get them into the goal. It's played all around the world, and you wear different t-shirts with colours on them, and you have a mascot, and you play in a stadium, and you do it in PE, and I don't particularly like it very much. There are different teams.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll stop there. That's about 30 seconds. Very informative. Has to be said. Very informative. 11 players on a team.
11. Okay.
So I was aware of that myself. Okay, that's all right. It was a subject you're not familiar with. I'm going to see if you can talk for 1 minute now about something you are excited about. So it might have been your most favourite memory from all of your years of living. It might be something that happened last week or whatever. So this is your favourite thing.
Okay.
I'll have to sort of guess the time, but
Okay.
we'll go from there. 3, 2, 1, go.
An exciting memory that I remember was when I went to New Zealand. I travelled to New Zealand. I was there for a month over Christmas time, and I did the 3rd highest bungee jump in the entire world. And so we got harnessed up, and we went in a cable car across a gorge near a mountain, and I was able to be harnessed up, and I jumped out of the cable car. It was about 400 feet down to the bottom where there was a river, and then obviously bounced back up. And it was incredible. The scenery was amazing. You got to see incredible views from up there, and it was a really exciting experience to be able to do that.
Lovely. All right, thank you, Sam. Thank you for talking to us, sharing a bit of your life with us as well. There you go. Little round of applause there for Sam. We live in a world where we want everything now. It's really, really hard to wait for certain things. That story that Sam shared, I'm sure it was really hard to count down the days until that big event of going on holiday, of doing that bungee jump. We've just celebrated Christmas, and I'm sure there were certain things you were really, really excited about getting, counting down those days until you could open it. I remember one time when I was young, I asked for something I was really excited about, which was a disco light. Yeah, it was something I wanted for my room. I was into lighting and all those kind of things. And so that's what I asked for. And I knew that Mum and Dad had got it for me. But what was even worse is I knew that it was in the house for about a month before Christmas. It was hidden away. I knew it because I found it. And I would open up that box whenever Mum and Dad were out. I would find it, open up the box, plug that light in, and have quite an exciting time because I'd be like, wow, this is really, really cool. And it wasn't until actually Christmas Day, when I opened it up for real, the excitement for me had gone. I'd lost all of that build-up because I want things now. And we live in a world where it's all about now. We can have the latest things now. We can order something on the internet and it can be delivered potentially the same day or the next day. We can have drive-through meals, instant coffee. We can put our dinner in a microwave and it can be ready in 3 or 4 minutes. We can have the internet pretty much whenever and wherever we want. When I was your age, the internet was a very precious thing. You had to dial up to connect to the internet. Sometimes it would take minutes just to connect. But now we can go anywhere and have the internet pretty much for free. We can have the latest mobile phones. We can have on-demand TV. We can buy stuff instantly without even having the money for it. We can just put it onto a credit card and pay for it later. But what if some things are actually worth waiting for? What if actually in the waiting we get to learn about ourselves? We get to experience and appreciate the thing that we've been waiting for even more. You can't drive until you're 17 in the UK. In the United States, it's actually in some states of America, it's 21. You can't make big decisions about voting until you're 18. A farmer's career is all about waiting. They spend that period of time sowing the crops, but then they have to wait sometimes 6-7 months before they can harvest that crop. A mother has to wait to give birth to a child. It takes 9 months for that baby to grow. To get my degree that I have now, it took me 7 years. Some things just take time. Some things we have to wait for. Some things are worth waiting for. And in the waiting, we learn about ourselves, we build a character, and we can become stronger. There's this man called Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is famous for inventing things like the light bulb, but there are hundreds and hundreds of inventions that are credited to his name. Thomas Edison attended school for just 3 months. His head teacher said that he wasn't great as a pupil, and he was withdrawn from school by his mother. At the age of 12, he earned money by selling newspapers on a train, and he soon began printing his own paper in the guard's van and started to do experiments. One day, one of his experiments that he was doing on this train went wrong, and he set the whole train alight. By the age of 16, he was operating telegraphs, although not very good. However, during this time, he started to learn that there was better ways of doing the job that he was doing. There was a better way of making this machine that he was using even better. At the age of 22, he began to start fixing things. He started to look at things, see how they could work better. At the age of 22, he'd invented 1,903 different inventions. He invented the record player, the light bulb, and the very first camera. Talking of his success, Edison said that the genius was 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Only 1% of it was inspiration by the things that he saw. The rest of it was really hard work, patience, waiting for things. Patience and perseverance made him, and it made his inventions. You know, in the Bible, there's a story of the Israelite people. They were slaves to the Egyptians. The Egyptians would make them work really hard, really long hours, building all kinds of things for the Egyptians, and they weren't treated well at all. They were really treated nastily. The story goes that there was this guy called Moses, and God called Moses to be a leader for the Israelite people, to lead them out of Egypt, to get them out of this place of slavery. And his task was to go to Pharaoh and ask him to let all the slaves go free. Moses went to Pharaoh and asked him to let the slaves go, to let the Israelite people to go free. And Pharaoh said no. Simply, that was the reply. No chance. But Moses went to Pharaoh again. And the second time, no. The third time, no. The fourth time, no. It took Moses time. It took him 10 attempts to speak to Pharaoh before Pharaoh let him go. What a period of waiting, of different levels of feeling, right, I'm going to do this, and then annoyance that it didn't work out. But how Moses' character grew in that period of waiting till that moment when the Israelites were able to go free. It was a period of waiting, of hardship, but a period of patience and perseverance. The truth is that some things are instant. Some things are also worth waiting for. Some things will take time. Some things will take commitment to get to that end moment. And during the time of waiting, we can learn. We can learn about ourselves. We can learn about our weaknesses and our strengths. We can grow our character. So we don't need to rush through life. We can learn things in our schooling. We can be patient. We can get to that end goal and discover that we learned so much more between the now and the then. I'm just going to finish in a prayer. If you'd like to join me in a prayer, we can just close for a moment and maybe just reflect on some of the things that you are eagerly looking forward to, but what we can also learn in this period in between. Heavenly Father, I just thank you that in life there are some amazing things that we can get instantly. There's other things that we have to wait for, that we have to work towards. And in that, we actually learn more about ourselves. We learn about our character. We can learn through hard work, through patience and perseverance. Help us to learn those lessons. Amen. Excellent. Thank you for listening. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And hopefully that will be an in-person experience. See you soon. Bye-bye.